Guys, hello everyone. So we will be today discussing on R programming. So we will be downloading the R and R Studio today for Windows operating system, and we'll check out how does it work. So in order to download R for your computer, for your laptops, you have to go to the website, that is cran.r-product.org. Okay, so once you're there inside this particular project, okay, you're there in this project, in this particular website, cran.r-project.org, go for the option which is Windows. If you're working on Windows, look for the option download R for Windows, which is the third option for us. Now, before downloading, let me tell you, when you're working on R programming for the first time and you're downloading R on your laptops for the first time, make sure you know which operating system you have, whether it's a 32-bit or a 64-bit. Okay, so I have a 64-bit, so I'll go ahead and first of all download R, and then I'll go ahead and download the R Studio. Okay, so let's click on this. So I'll click on download R. Okay, and I'm installing it for the first time, so that is why I need to click right over here, install R for the first time. Okay, so for those who are installing R for the first time, click on this. So once I click over here, so automatically it will tell you which version you have in your laptop, in your computers, and I have 64-bit, so the recommended one is download 4.3.1 for Windows. Okay, so I'll just click on this one. Now once I click on this one, see the downloads. Now it's downloading. Okay, so let it get downloaded. So once the exe file is downloaded, what you can do, you can just go ahead and click on the file. Okay, now once you click on the file, there will be a pop-up. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Yes. Okay, click on yes. And then you have to select your language, which language you prefer for installation. Click on OK. And then you have to just read the information carefully regarding this. Okay, and then click on next. Now the file will already be selected over here. If you wish, you can change it by clicking on browse and then selecting your file location from here. Okay, whether it's a C drive, D drive, anyone you can select. Okay, so now just click on next once you have selected your drive. Now again click on next. Here it's a 64-bit and all the files will be installed which are related to R. So now click on next. Okay, now next the option comes up. Do you want to customize the startup option? Startup option means when you start your laptop, this particular R which we are downloading right now will automatically open up. If you wish, you can click on yes. If you do not wish to automatically open it up, you can click on no. Okay, and then click on next. Now in this particular step, you have to set up like where should the document be or where should the R be in your folder, like what should be the folder name. So now you can directly click on next. I have just given it as R. Okay, now you can select over here, you can create a desktop shortcut and these should be selected. Okay, the registry entry should be selected and then click on next again. Now the files are getting extracted. Okay, wait for some time, let it get extracted. So once it is done, the extraction is done, the installation will be completed. Okay, we'll click on finish. Now we have R in our computer, in our laptop. Okay, now our next step is to download the RStudio. Okay, our next step would be downloading RStudio, because you cannot run R without an RStudio. Now what is an RStudio? So RStudio is just like an editor. It's an editor where you can write your code and you can run it in the console section. Okay, now how will you download that? You can go to http://poist.co, okay, product/open source/RStudio. Okay, you can go to this particular website. I'll mention all these website link in the description box. So you can click on this, and then just at the right hand side top, download RStudio. Click on that. Okay, now once you click on that, there is an option over here, RStudio desktop. Don't choose RStudio server. Okay, you can use RStudio desktop and click on download RStudio. Okay, now once you click on that, here it will be an option, download RStudio desktop for Windows, RStudio installation. So this we have already done. We have already installed R. Now what we want to do, we have to install the RStudio. So as I said, without downloading R, you cannot install the RStudio, or if you install the RStudio, it won't work properly if you are not downloading R. Okay, now click on install, the second option, that is download RStudio for Windows. Let it get downloaded. Okay, so once the exe file is downloaded, we'll go ahead and run it. So now we have the file. Now we'll quickly go ahead and run this in our computers. Okay, so yes, now we just have to follow the procedures. Now which folder you want to select, you can browse it out and select it out. So I basically recommend to select this destination folder itself where your R is already installed. Okay, go ahead and click on next. If you wish, you can create like don't create a shortcut, you can put a check mark on that. Click on install. Okay, now it's getting installed. Wait for some time. Now once it is installed, you will be able to see how RStudio looks like, and then that's it. You will be ready to code with R programming. So we'll click on finish, and then let's wait for the RStudio to open up. So that's our RStudio right over here. Okay, now just click on it. So this is our RStudio. So you have to just check out. Okay, use your machine's default 64-bit version, this one. Click on OK. Right, and then here it is. This is our RStudio. Okay, how it looks like. This is your console, this is your terminal, this is background. Okay, now in my next video, I'll be covering everything, what all this environment history connections, how this whole RStudio works. Thank you so much for watching.